Sex is not neutral energy. It carries biological, psychological, and long-term implications, especially during ovulation when the possibility of conception is heightened. Now, for men, awareness of this phase is not about fear, but about responsibility. Participation in intimacy during fertile windows is participation in potential creation. And that requires capacity, not impulse. Ovulation is a biological reality. When a man engages sexually during this window, he is stepping into the possibility of fatherhood, whether that outcome is intended or not. Creation is not casual. A child restructures life permanently. So if a man does not have the emotional stability, the financial readiness, and the psychological maturity to secure that potential life, then awareness should guide restraint. Sex in this phase should be intentional. It should be aligned and grounded in shared responsibility, not driven by temporary desire. On the other hand, pleasure sex exists within a different frame. When conception is not biologically likely or consciously intended, intimacy can center on connection. It can center on presence and mutual experience. But even here, responsibility remains. Feeding on softness without offering emotional safety creates imbalance. Even momentary connection requires respect. Pleasure becomes alive when both individuals feel safe within the moment, without manipulation, without false promises or hidden agendas. Safety does not always mean forever. It means honesty about what the moment is and is not. Psychologically, men also experience hormonal and instinctual drives that can override foresight. Awareness interrupts that reflex. Choosing intentionally strengthens self-regulation and identity integrity. When intimacy aligns with capacity, there is no internal fragmentation afterward. When action exceeds readiness, guilt, avoidance, or even conflict often follow. Responsibility stabilizes the nervous system and deepens confidence. Spiritually, creation is sacred energy. To engage sexually during fertile periods without readiness is to treat creative power lightly. Intention elevates intimacy from impulse to conscious exchange. Even pleasure-centered intimacy, when entered with presence and mutual safety, becomes a clean energy exchange rather than extraction. In short, men must recognize that sex during ovulation carries the possibility of life. Capacity should match participation. Pleasure is not wrong, but it must be grounded in awareness and respect. Whether for connection or creation, intimacy demands intention. Responsibility does not reduce passion. It refines it. My people, heal. Heal.